Hey everybody, it's Chad with Nobody Else's Auto. We're out here getting ready to load up this old Cutlass. We're standing here with our good friend Brett, who actually hangs out with us on the channel too and likes to watch the videos.
Absolutely.
So Brett, first off, appreciate you calling me, appreciate the opportunity. So tell us a little bit about your Cutlass here.
Well, I got this from another guy up in northwest Kansas, and got it for my daughter. We were working on it for her to drive, and had to make some changes. Put a whole bunch of new parts in it, getting the thing ready to roll, and life happens.
Yep.
You know, life happens, and it'll be a good one for somebody. I think it's be a good project. Yeah.
Well, at least hopefully everything works out good and keeps moving forward. But yeah, I'm glad you gave me the opportunity. I'm glad you gave me a shout when the time came to make some changes and do some things different.
Well, at least I know it'll be saved.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah. It won't go to the crusher or get destroyed or anything.
And that's a lot of what happened to a lot of these. You know, it's either crusher or they went to circle burning. You know,
yeah,
which is all right too, I guess. I do some of that, but yeah. That's why I called you. I felt like it needed to be saved, and here we are.
Well, and I appreciate that. So we probably better get it loaded up. I've been here talking to Brett for quite a while. You do all kinds of cool stuff, ham radio and all this other interesting stuff. So
driving truck a lot of years.
Yeah, so I've been learning all kinds of other interesting things.
Playing with a ham radio, turning wrenches. I do a little bit of all that. Do some stock car racing every now and then when I can afford that. You know?
That can get expensive quick too.
Yeah, I got to come see you for parts every once in a while.
Yep.
You know, we'll see what happens with that. But
well, Brett, so I thank you. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it, and I'm glad it's saved.
Yep. So stay tuned. We're gonna get this thing out of the driveway. We're gonna get it loaded up on the trailer and hauled back to the yard. We get it back, we'll give you a full walk around on it. And thanks, Brett, for giving me a shout, and make sure it gets saved.
No problem. Appreciate it.
All righty. We're gonna get her loaded up. All right. Well, we got this Cutlass loaded up out here at Brett's house. Getting ready to head back to the yard with it. Brett, appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. And we did something for you to, because I know you're a sign guy, right?
Oh yeah.
You know, it's not anything that is old or whatever, but we did have it made because we knew you were coming, and you're just a top-notch guy, and
well, I appreciate
we like all your stuff, and I like doing business with you. So we got you a little Oldsmobile thing to go with the car there.
Okay.
That goes hang right on your wall, and
okay.
And my wife has a gal that makes these and all that, so that's something that she enjoys doing, and we knew, like I said, we knew you were coming. So
well, I sure appreciate it, Brett. Once again, thanks, buddy.
Hey, thank you.
Appreciate you watching. Appreciate you calling us. We're gonna get this thing hauled back to the yard and get it rolled off and take a little bit better look at it. So, Brett, thanks.
Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, we've got the Cutlass back here at the yard. Huge thanks to Brett and Heather for being so kind to me. We can see we got the Oldsmobile sign here with us. I brought it out to do the video, and we'll hang it up in the shop here after we get done with this one. But got her back here, 1979 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme two-door that we're going to check out and take a little bit better look at. Pretty much a complete car. Brett did have it running, but does still need a few things to make it drivable, but it did have a running Olds engine in it. And let's go take a walk around it and check it out. Let's go wander around this old Cutlass. 1979, so it had the large single headlight on each side. Front of this car is all still intact and still looks pretty decent. Originally, this was a silver car with a blue interior. Somebody has two-toned it, red and blue. Does have a little rust starting in the quarters, things like that, but it is a complete car with a lot of good pieces left on it, and that's what's important when you're trying to save one of these things. A lot of the pieces on this car were 78, 79 only. Not a ton of them out there. Not a lot of these G-bodies left in general. A lot of these things were turned into circle burners and things like that. So this early G-body stuff from the 78, 79 era, in fact, technically an A-body, because these were still called A-bodies, the very first introduction of them in late 77 going into 78, but then they did switch the designation to G-body. But so many unique things about these earlier ones that are getting kind of tough to find. Now, this car did have bucket seats. Obviously, the left one is damaged. Right one's still intact. Dash is all still here. Aftermarket radio. Did have a factory rear defogger, kind of an interesting piece. And we can see how this car did have an all blue interior in it. And like I mentioned earlier, it was originally a silver car, so it would have been pretty sharp. We can see right here on the door jambs where there's still some silver paint where the blue was flaking off. But everything in the inside, there again, pretty much all there. Let's go ahead and pop the hood while we're here. Take a peek under there. We'll come around here. There's the Oldsmobile sign that Brett and Heather had made for me, which was so nice. Obviously, this sign thing, as most of us know, is getting just off the rails on price. So some of this stuff like this, still great man cave pieces, and very nice of them to think of me and have that made to add to the collection. So we'll hang that in the shop out here at the yard after we get done with this video. But under the hood of this Cutlass, it does have an Oldsmobile in it. Brett said he did have it fired up. Air cleaners in the back seat and everything's still pretty much intact under here. So probably a 350 Oldsmobile in this Cutlass. So there she is, 1979 Olds Cutlass Supreme. Always excited to add another G-body to the inventory here at Nobody Else's Auto. And definitely a lot of good pieces left on that one. Well, there she is, another G-body to add to the collection, the 1979 Cutlass Supreme. Huge thanks to Brett and Heather for thinking of me, giving me a call, giving me the shot at it, and on top of that, making me the Oldsmobile sign to go with it. So it's great to have viewers like you guys, and it's super cool when it all comes together and everything clicks for everybody. So awesome, thanks to you guys. But anyway, if you're interested in anything you see on any of these videos here at Nobody Else's Auto, just give me a shout, 620-786-4428. We got right at 2,000 cars and trucks on the ground right now, but that's why it's so critical for you to give me a call. Year, make, model, body style, parts you need, things like that, or what you're looking for a project. With this many cars on the ground, I need all that information from you to know if I may have something here that can help you out with it. So, hope you enjoyed the Cutlass, but if you like any of this old stuff, be sure to check out the channel, Nobody's Show. That's all we do on here, cars, trucks, memorabilia, license plates, oil cans, signs, because really that's kind of about all I know. So, be sure to check it out. Definitely hit that subscribe button. And definitely click that notification button. We do a lot of cool live stuff on here. You don't want to miss any of that either. So be sure to check it out. Check out the rest of the videos. Hope you enjoyed this one and stay tuned. We've got a lot more cool stuff coming in. I've been buying a ton of cars, some great trucks, a bunch of Impalas, a 57 Cadillac, 65 Chevy pickup, 54 Chevy pickup, 65 Ford pickup. A lot of great stuff and a lot of super cool videos coming up soon. So thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks, Brett and Heather, for this one. Stay tuned. We got a lot more cool stuff coming up.